Hello people, I'm Vito, and welcome back to Battalion Wars with Robberlink.
Hello there.
Alrighty, where we last left off, we were taking out an entire, basically, field of anti-air positions so that we could take control of a bomber and do our own bombing run.
And it was fun.
Yes.
And I didn't crash any helicopters. Please trust.
Definitely not. But it looks like our next mission is actually technically on the Coral Atoll. X-Day.
Also, I do want to point out, in the sequel, you play as different factions from time to time, like as the game progresses. But so far, we've just been playing as the
Western Frontier?
Western Frontier, yeah. I kind of thought like by now we'd be playing the Southern Territories. The way it's going, it's kind of looking like we just stick with the one.
Yeah, maybe. X-Day, formerly known as Twitter Day. It's time to take the fight to the enemy. Invade and reclaim the base at Beachy Point from Xylvanian occupation. Beachy Point. Okay. Just great naming. We must dislodge the enemy foothold from this first landmass in the Coral Atoll island chain.
All right.
So why are we going further from Xylvania?
Colonel, what news?
We sent an expeditionary force to meet with Empress Lako of the Solar Empire. However, it seems that they were intercepted by the Xylvanians.
And so the curtain rises on yet another theater of war. What now?
We engage the enemy. If we are to have peace, we must fight for it.
It pleases me when you are assertive, Colonel Austin.
Woman, please.
Not now. We have fighting to do. So it sounded like they said they made or tried to make contact with the Solar Empire, but you said they were intercepted, right? So
Yeah.
I guess the Solar Empire is still not part of this yet?
Greetings, Commander, and welcome to the Coral Atolls. This is Beachy Point Island. We are here to put a stop to Kaiser Vlad's invasion of the Solar Empire.
Oh. I didn't know he was invading them.
The survivors
Me
of the
neither.
Frontier's expeditionary force are also waiting to be rescued. Unfortunately, Vlad has this island extremely well fortified. Your battalion will be assaulting entrenched positions, so use your mortar vents to flush the enemy out of cover. Ready, Commander? Then I'll see you on the beach.
Halsey's a little hot, sir.
Just a little.
Press on, Commander. Only relentless force will win this day.
Okay, let's actually see what we're dealing with.
Relentless forces, sir. We're Western Frontier forces. Where's the relentless forces? And why are they gonna win? Oh no, this is not good for my morale, sir.
I like that there are fighters when there's no airfield. Like, for them to take off.
Are they VTOL?
I don't think so. But maybe.
Yeah, I'm just thinking back to my time playing Battlefield 4, because I think the jets in that were all VTOL, which was nice. Except, you know, the fighter ones, not the bomber ones or the heavier ones. I think there was a clip.
Gun them down, my loyal foot soldiers. Beachy Point belongs to Xylvania now.
There's a clip I have saved of, I think it was me trying to take off from a carrier, but I like started going off the edge to the side, but my one landing gear wheel on the side kind of acted like a hook, so I was like sideways off of it, and I still managed to somehow take off without drowning and plummeting into the ocean.
That's pretty good.
Deploy your tanks to destroy the Xylvanian artillery, but beware of Vlad's rocket troopers.
Just got strafe.
It's like, ooh, friend. Come here, friend. Oh no, friend is spicy.
Why does friend hurt?
Secured the beach. Good job, Commander. Frontier Command wants your battalion to continue its advance and capture the helipad marked by the Silver Star.
Oh, hello.
Defend the landing platform. These bunch of maggots must not be permitted to send for reinforcements.
Unfortunately, you cannot strafe with 2 tanks simultaneously. We have lost one.
Oh, did we?
I think so. I was going to comment on how damaged it was, but then it blew up while the other guy was talking.
And they're not bothering me.
Yeah.
What was the new objective? Capture a helipad. Okay.
That away. So, one thing I'm not quite clear on is, are the Xylvanians, like, on their way in a planned invasion of the Solar Empire, or have they already started that and in the middle of it?
I'm not sure. Either way, it seems very ambitious to attack now 3 countries at once.
Yeah, I was gonna say. He started a war on 2 fronts, but in actuality, or by now, it's become 3.
Stop shooting at my tank with that. You'll ruin the paint.
But it's green. He's just reapplying paint, you know?
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's why it doesn't hurt. He's just repainting your tank for you.
Oh, I guess these guys did want to hurt me. I was going to let you live, since you're all the way down at the beach.
No, no man left behind. Take us to the afterlife. Don't leave us here. Dodge roll.
Good job, Commander. You have eliminated the helipad garrison. Now raise the frontier flag.
I just had a funny thought. Because he's dodge rolling against a tank. What if...
The helipad is ours. I can now send in reinforcements.
What if you had
Your
frickin'...
next objective.
Oh, come on. What if you had frickin' Dark Souls, or a Dark Souls-like game where you're literally dodge rolling to try and avoid a tank as like a Dark Souls boss? You know how Dark Souls bosses usually kill you in like 1 hit anyway. Infantry against tank makes sense.
Blast Fortress. Head for the gold star.
Target incoming.
Vlad has a strato destroyer circling overhead.
Why was it flashing red?
Missile vets are
don't
amongst
know.
the survivors of the
I
expeditionary
didn't notice.
force. They are
I
being
think it
held
was.
in a POW camp marked by the Silver Star.
Maybe he was getting shot along the way by some small arms fire.
Alright, what do we got?
One more tank.
And, okay, a little bit of everything. Nice.
Yeah, I also just remembered, I think it was like a meme clip. I think it was someone in like a boxing fight or something like that, but he keeps doing like somersault rolls, and it seems like he may have been playing Dark Souls in his free time. May have been inspired by that. It was a long time ago I saw that.
I don't know how well that works in boxing.
Yeah, but he just keeps freaking rolling.
Actually, just earlier I saw basically the same thing. Like a guy in like knight armor. And like Rey from Star Wars. Like it was probably a cosplay convention or something. It was like they were about to duel, but then the guy in the armor just starts rolling everywhere.
Can we have some jerry cans?
Ow.
Jerry cans would be very nice. I think you just drove into a frickin' explosive barrel.
I think I found the jerry cans. Alright, well, I now have missile veterans. Which is nice, because I think they said something about a bomber
Yeah, it would be good to have some anti-air units for that, if that is the case. But yes, we need a jerry can like yesterday.
Oh, you mean jerry can as in the repair thing?
Yeah.
I thought you meant, like, for blowing up.
I thought you were making a joke like... oh, this looks like a jerry can. Walks into it, blows up. Like, no, that's the wrong thing. I thought it was a jerry barrel. Who is Jerry, anyway?
I was just about to say, why are they called jerry cans, anyway? Who's Jerry?
One Wikipedia search later, and I'll put something on screen if I find anything interesting. It just made me think of... I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like an AI summary for a search that said, oh yes, this thing was invented by John whatever. Oh yeah, John Backflip invented backflips. It's like, thank you, AI.
I do love that, though. Just... Oh, like, where did, whatever come from? It came from... an inventor named John, whatever the thing is.
Yeah.
Intelligence update. Vlad is holding 2 of our fighters in his fortress. If you free the pilot, he should be able to even up the odds.
Well, that's why we got another one.
Yep. Ow.
The mortars are doing good work, though.
Yes, they are. What? Guys.
But yeah, I think that one AI summary thing, I think it continued like, oh yes, the backflip was invented by John Backflip, who was unfortunately then stabbed by William Frontflip or something like that. It invents frickin' an entire frickin' story with drama and all that.
I think there was one that was like, what is Elon Musk's full name? Elongated Musket.
I feel like I've... Fiend. I keep doing that, I don't know why. I feel like I've seen that joke before AI became huge, so I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I'm sure that was edited, but... Still.
Unless the AI took it from, whoever wrote that. Entirely possible.
Did my mortar bounce? Huh.
Will that reach?
Bad news, Commander. Vlad
Yes,
is
it will.
about to commit his strato destroyer to the fray.
I'm guessing that's a bomber that he's talking about.
Probably.
Enemy gunships incoming, Commander. They must be the vanguard of Vlad's airborne assault. Shoot them down.
Ready and waiting to command the missile troops.
Yep, just wanted to take out the tank first. What? Why do they keep coming from behind?
Stop leaving us behind. We're here so you can fight us.
What?
Is that just a trail of enemies that are trying to catch up to you? Or...
I guess so? What?
Or there's also an artillery. Also, did you leave someone on your side behind? No, that's the capture point. Okay. Don't need that anymore.
Well, I don't know why they're...
Trickling in?
Yeah, from that way. Oh. Right, I didn't have the army selected. I just had those guys. Up. Guys, mess them up.
Quickly, preferably.
Very quickly. Please. Well.
Can't exactly perform evasive maneuvers in a tank. Not fast enough, anyway. Yeah, is that the artillery over there that's also
Yeah, I
trying to
believe
ruin
so.
you? Yeah. Oh, and a tower.
No, freaking.
I think we're losing.
It's not letting me select anyone I want.
Ooh, joy.
No, my last Mormon.
He's about to frickin' die.
No, please.
Dodge and weave. Oh, was that the artillery?
What are those gold star? More gunships.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez, that just...
Yeah, I wonder if you had to be faster to get to the fighters. One frickin' missile dude against all these ground forces, jeez. One more missile dude. You want to see if you can just walk to the frickin' fighters?
Maybe? Hold on. Oh, come on!
Commiserations, Commander. You failed to wrest control of Beachy Point from Xylvanian hands. Mission failed.
Yeah, dang, it didn't...
Arrogant frontier fools. This defeat will teach you not to meddle in a conflict between age-old enemies.
Okay.
I didn't feel like you were doing anything particularly wrong, so yeah, maybe just get to the fighters.
Yeah, it was when I tried moving up, and then all of a sudden, like, half my army was dead. And I couldn't, like, refocus.
Yeah. I think an artillery was getting you. Because there was that one, and maybe it was slowly attacking. Ah, well. Trying again.
Yeah, let's try that one again.
Kind of sucks because that felt like it was also kind of time-consuming. Although I do have some extra notes.
Well, go ahead.
Commander, and
Shadow Wolf actually sent me something on Discord. It was an RTS called Tempest Rising, and he said it reminded him of Total Annihilation. I don't know if it is actually similar or not, but if it is, that can be added to the pile of things similar to TA or inspired by it that I might eventually play. I was also wondering, like, without getting into anything spoilery, how much do you remember about Perimeter's story? I may have asked, you may have said not much.
I get that you're basically, like, seeking something. Or you're kind of, like, running. I don't know. For some reason, you keep traveling, like, to different and new worlds along, like...
A chain.
Well, calling it a chain would imply that there's any sense of order to it. Oh, and there's also the Scourge. I don't know what their whole deal is, but they don't like you.
They're there, they exist, and they attack you.
Wait, no. Alright. Clear out these guys. And then... What?
deploy your tanks to destroy the Xylvanian artillery, but beware of Vlad's rocket trooper.
Yeah, I know I talked a bit about Perimeter and the expansion. That was way back in... I think it was Radiant Dawn when we were still playing that, near the end of it. But I think they were localized by different companies, the base game and the expansion.
Good job, Commander.
And there are a few differences that might be because of that. Because I think there is now a re-release of the original Perimeter that is different, or at least I think it comes with both the original localization and a new one that is supposedly more accurate to the original, but I don't think it has voice acting. I think it's called Perimeter Legate Edition. Also, please get unstuck.
Ah!
Thank you. Because it is called the Chain of Worlds in that original localization, but then in the expansion they call it... I think they call it Sponge?
Sponge?
Yeah, because I guess if you look at it, it's kind of like an inverted sponge. Like, there's all the, you know, the bubble gaps, I guess you could call them.
I don't know.
In a sponge?
Chain of Worlds, you know, sounds a bit familiar, but... Sponge?
Yeah, I don't know if you've played the expansion, so I don't know if you would have heard that part. But it seems like whenever they say sponge, they're referring to the Chain of Worlds. So I guess it's a localization difference that might be actually closer to the original words used, because like I said, it's from the same developers as a game called Avengers, which is very weird. Also, yeah, good job, Mortarmen.
You got one job.
It's like, hey, there's this civilian building in the way. Let's just blow it up. Oh no, it's frickin' invulnerable. I'm sorry, we have the special mortars that don't do damage to civilian infrastructure.
Ah, I see.
It's the hot new thing to reduce, you know, war crimes and all that.
Oh, of course.
You know, to make war kid-friendly.
Good job, Commander. You have eliminated the helipad garrison.
Now, aside from Battalion Wars 1 and 2, has there been anything else in, like, the Battalion Wars franchise?
I don't know, because I've heard of a game called Advance Wars, which seems like it might have a similar aesthetic, however you say that. I don't know if it's by the same developers or not, but from what I saw, it looked like it might be turn-based, so more like Fire Emblem-ish. I'm not sure if I've actually seen gameplay or not.
Alright, well, this time I'll have 3 tanks now.
2.5. Yeah, did you see it flicker red there for a sec?
No.
I think it is flying over some enemy infantry, that might be why.
Yeah. Well. Oh, MG tower, that might be it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay,
Alright.
so that artillery still exists.
Yes, and some rockets, tanks, and towers. Where did the flood of riflemen come from?
That's a good question. I wonder if they dropped them off or something?
POW camp marked by the Silver Star.
You know what?
Yeah, just keep them here for a minute. Go on your own expedition.
I have an artillery to kill real quick.
Yes. Maybe if you don't go too far, you won't trigger the gunships. Oof.
Ow.
Dang, that's good accuracy. Bob and weave. Weave. Okay, now you're too close. Now you should be safe. The fool can't aim down.
Okay.
I thought we told you to frickin' stay put. Did you tell half of them to stay put? I don't know. I thought the whole army thing was for the whole army, you know?
Oh, I think I told them to stay put, and then I got control of the reinforcements who automatically followed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you did it like too soon. You didn't wait for them.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right. Just checking it, like, when does the flood of riflemen start?
Yeah, we're just waiting for it. But yeah, in the perimeter expansion Emperor's Testament, there are a few levels that are weird, but in particular, the very final mission is just ridiculous. I think I've told you about this one. In the final mission, you're surrounded by enemy base, and they have howitzers, so you have very limited room to expand without getting bombarded immediately.
I remember being stuck on a mission where... I forget what it was, but I think there was an enemy base. I think you had to assault it with, like, subterranean units, but, like, they just had so much of those anti-sub defenses.
Yeah, the sub-chasers.
Yeah. We died together. In theory.
Yeah, no, the explosion doesn't hurt you, so it probably didn't hurt them. Oh well. But yeah, in that final mission of the expansion, you basically have no energy because you have no frickin' area to control, almost. You have, like, a very small section. And you have to basically counter their frickin' howitzers somehow. So it was a very long and tedious fight of, like, building 1 or 2 howitzers, which depleted my energy just to fire them, and then trying to activate my shield to prevent...
Where did they come from?
I don't know. Do you want to try and deal with all of them before heading closer to the base so that they don't just keep coming from behind? Maybe go to them the other way? That might be a better choice. Although it might take longer.
Follow me, men. You seem to be good at that, unlike staying still.
But yeah, for that mission I've been talking about, it's just very long and tedious just to break out of that, you know, that state of having no territory and basically running out of resources if you try and counter them in this one particular way, because I couldn't figure out a better way to counter them. But once you actually break out and get some more territory, then it's fine. It's just that initial point where everywhere is surrounded by howitzers, so you have almost no room to build anything. You can do almost nothing.
I do like if I tell my entire army to attack, it lags the game before you see just everything.
You want to shoot them,
Guys?
2 men?
He's right behind me, isn't he? Are they spawning? Are they, like, spawning from here?
Maybe. Did they like spawn and go around both paths so that they always end up behind you? Weird. And there's another.
Jeez.
So can you please be the last one from this direction at least? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're not... Maybe they're at least not infinite spawning? I don't know. Oh.
That was intentional. Just felt like showing off.
Showing off the tank tricks. The tank moves. It's like, you know, I'm an absolute expert at tank controls because you never see the enemies doing this.
This is true. See an enemy do that? I don't think so. Oh, lag.
Yeah, a bit of lag there. Yeah, might just need to push through if they are infinitely spawning.
Oh, sorry, bud.
Alright, but it...
Yeah, we heard this.
Yeah, at least we have most of our force still alive.
What are you doing?
Just frickin' stop.
Okay, yeah, I guess they do just seem to keep spawning, and some are being sent this way, and this way.
Okay, do you want to end it here and just try and finish this next episode?
I guess I was ready to keep going, I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, we have another episode, so...
Yeah, alright then.
Sounds good. We'll end this here for now, and we will hopefully complete this next time.
So, dear viewers, goodbye for now.
Goodbye.
And screw you guys! I had to reload.